So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at a new color combination for the very well known New Balance 9060, which most definitely is looking quite good. Guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at one of the latest color combinations for a pair of New Balance 9060. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see, as usual, will come in the regular box in this dark gray colorway, which will just have this NB logo in this silver color here on top. So let's go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at another color combination for this New Balance 9060 in this mushroom colorway. In the last month or so guys, I decided to take more and more colors for this New Balance 9060, which for sure it's one of my favorite coming from them. So this one dropped around 2 years ago when we had a double collaboration with Joe Fresh Goods, and since then I think that this one became more popular for everyone. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have more than 20 color combinations available for this one. On StockX for sure you can find more than 20 or even 30 pairs, so for sure you have where to choose from. So this one, as usual, will come for the same retail price, which here in the UK will be 160 pounds, which it's gonna be around 180 US dollars. But I would say that for me at least, this range, it's worth it. It's always bringing good materials and a very good level of comfort. And this one actually has the same treatment for this upper as the blue pair, which I reviewed just a couple of months back, which was released for the gray day, where we're gonna have this worn down effect in a lot of places, which for sure is looking quite nice, but I guess it's not gonna be for everyone. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper, as usual, we're gonna have a mix of materials. One of it will be this brownish mesh material, which will be as a base layer, and on top of it we're gonna have a few other overlays. One of it will be this very hairy suede in this brown color, which will also have some whitish effect on top. So this one will also act as a frame for the whole upper, but we're also gonna have few other overlays made out of the same suede, but it's not gonna be as hairy. So besides this hairy suede, we're also gonna have this synthetic nubuck, which will be present here at the front on top of the tobo section, where we're also gonna have this N embroidery. This one will also be present on each side of the tobo section and in the midfoot as well. As in for the actual lacing system, as usual, you're gonna have your punch out holes, which will keep in place these brown flat laces. And underneath these laces, we're gonna have a decent amount of padding for this tongue, which will be made out of this mesh material, which here at the top will have this synthetic leather material, which will keep in place this NB 9060 jelly tab, which looks quite nice. Continue now in the midfoot guys, as usual, we're gonna have this N letter, which will be present for most of these releases. So on one side, this one will be made out of this synthetic leather material, which is also slightly a bit raised, but on the medial side, this one will be embroidered. Usually on the medial side, the embroidery will actually be in contrast with the rest of the shoe, but as you can see for this one, it will be in the same color as this suede, so it's actually barely noticeable. Nevertheless, it's still there. Finishing now at the back of the shoe guys, we're gonna have a few overlays again. So covering the whole heel section, we're gonna have this suede. Above it we're gonna have again some suede, but slightly a bit hairier. and above it again we're gonna have this synthetic leather material, which on top will also have this NB embroidery in this brown color. And again, this one will also have this worn down effect, which at least in my opinion is looking quite nice. Going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one we're gonna have this cream lining, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding, but nothing special here. As usual, at the bottom we're gonna have a foam insole, which this time will come in this white color, and as usual at the heel section we're gonna have this New Balance running lettering and also the New Balance logo, which will be imprinted in this brown color. So going now towards the midsole, guys, we're gonna have this heel counter support, which will be a translucent one, but this one on top of it will have this worn down effect, which again is looking quite nice. So now, guys, we can go to this very well known absorb midsole, which will have your normal standard pattern, which most definitely is looking quite nice. So this one will come in this brown and cream colorway, which will also have this worn down effect. And as usual, this one will be a bit staggered, which most definitely will give a very good stability. And at least for me, guys, I'm a big fan of this design for this 9060, which for sure looks quite nice. And as I said earlier, this midsole is actually one of the most comfortable coming from New Balance. So now, guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this dark brown colorway, which again will have this worn down effect. So this one will have this diamond design at the front and also at the heel, and as you can see in a lot of places we're also gonna have this absorb midsole exposed, which will make this rubber outsole a bit more flexible. And as usual, here in the midfoot we're gonna have the New Balance lettering. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I just went with my true to size, and for me, as I have a skinny feet, this one fits me just fine, and I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this front part of the shoe, which is actually a bit pointy, is not gonna be too snug for you. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from New Balance for this 9060 range, which for today we had it in this mushroom colorway, in my opinion is looking actually quite nice. These neutral colors most definitely are looking quite good. And as usual, coming from New Balance, we're gonna receive a nice combination of materials, which as usual will be some mesh, which on top will have these overlays, which for today we had it in this suede and synthetic leathers, which for sure are actually looking and feeling quite good on foot. And of course that will be mainly because we're gonna have this very comfortable absorb midsole, which feels quite nice underfoot, and also having this staggered design to it, most definitely this one is actually giving a very good stability. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this New Balance 9060, which for today we had it in this mushroom colorway. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my reviews from the last couple of days, you can choose from any which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.